Hi, I'm Jason Gray. Would you like to know how to sell better, overcome some objections, get more clients, get more closes? If you said yes, then this week's book breakdown might be for you. Alright, so this time I'm jumping into a breakdown that's off a PDF on my computer. So you won't be seeing me flip through the pages, but you'll see me turn a little bit to look at some notes over here. This book is a short one. It's called How to Sell Shit for Geniuses by Billie Jean from Billie Jean Marketing. Okay? If you've been on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube and you've been looking up sales or marketing or funnels or digital advertising, you've probably seen his face, and I've taken a few of his courses, bought a few of his things. A lot of value there and very helpful for anyone, but especially the digital marketer. So let's run through here. I want to actually give you this caveat. Okay, the secret to sales, and you getting more sales, the number one secret is more on the front end, more activity, more people that you're talking to. Say less to more people. That's the ultimate secret, right? But anyways, there are some ideas, tips, and finessing you can do to get even better results, but that's the number one secret on the front end there. Okay. His book, what I like about it is he's entertaining, he's straight in your face, okay? Think about this though. It's impossible to sell someone something with without a deep understanding of their wants or needs. So you can have a great product, great service, but the person on the other end could say, who cares? For instance, maybe you sell the best roofs at the best price. If someone lives in an apartment, they could care less. They ain't buying, right? So you have to focus in on someone's wants and their needs. You need to be able to break down those and then match it. So basically what you are in sales is a professional matchmaker. Okay? They have wants and needs over here. You find them the solution. You put them together. And even you could be the middle person of that. You don't even have to be the person who creates the product or service. You can just match them up and get a cut in the middle, right? So look, sales is not about luck. You have to be sold yourself on your process, your product, your service first, and then be able to talk about it with passion, right? So believing in what you sell, maybe being a client of what you sell, and then imagine a bridge, okay? They're on one end, you're over here, okay? And actually, you know, here's where they're at, and what they want is over here, and you're gonna get them across that bridge. So what do they want over there? More freedom, more choices, faster speed, more efficiency, more money in their pocket, things like that. And so you gotta figure out what those things are and show them with confidence how to get them there, okay? Upfront qualifying and collecting a lot of data and information gathering, like we found out in the spin selling book, is important, right? The more you do up front, you can eliminate back end objections. You can know if you're wasting your time, what angle to go on, what their pain points are, what they're excited about, and you can find out all those bridge things and then show them how you can get there. If you don't know, you're just guessing, right? So let's look at here, let's hold people back. So, you know, arrogance is usually disguised as ignorance, okay? So you gotta know that most people fail in business if they're not able to look at their numbers, see what's working, what's not working, and then change it. But the same thing is true for sales. We can't be arrogant. We can't say, well, I'm great, or I'm great with people, or I love what we do, or once upon a time I hit certain metrics. No. You got to be objective and tweak the things that aren't working, right? You have to be clear about where you're going and where your client wants to go. And you need to ask about 3 times, you need to ask this question: why? Okay? Why do you want to purchase that XYZ? Okay, they say, so why do you want a new car? Well, you know, my other one is just about to break down. Okay, and so having this car that you're talking about, why specifically this Honda Pilot or whatever it is? Well, I heard they get good gas mileage. Why is that important to you? Well, I drive all the time. So if you keep asking why, levels deep of no matter what it is, you're going to be able to get to the real core wants, wishes, and desires. And that's where people make a change. They'll fight for the real thing. The superficial surface layer stuff, not so much, all right? Think about this question. If your goal is to, because you want to, what's specifically holding you back from hitting that goal? It's a good question to ask, okay? And now you figure out how you're gonna be able to help them, right? Look, if you qualify up front, if you ask a lot of questions about problems, pain points, why they'd want to meet with you, why they thought it was good to get together, the person's pretty much sold up front. You find out if you ask good questions, what are they already using? How much budget do they have? Have they tried something like this in the past? What did they like about it? What didn't they like about it? What type of time frame are they looking to get started? Et cetera, et cetera. If you ask all those questions, it should be very clear in your mind. Okay, they have this want, wish, need, desire. They want it at this time frame, and I've got the best thing for that. How could this not be a sale? And if you don't have that confidence, you got to go back on the front end before wasting their time and your time and ask more of those type of questions. All right? Now, knowing your product inside and out will help you, but if you're just knowing exactly what somebody else wants, wishes, desires, and needs, it's easy. Now, I've said that about 5 times because that's the secret, right? Is you talk to lots and lots and lots and lots of people, leads, referrals, prospects, and then you find out what they want and you help them get it. And if you can't, it shouldn't be a sale. If you can, it should always be a sale. If it doesn't end up in a sale, especially when you've done the pre-qualifying stuff, it's not really them, it's you. You didn't uncover enough. Because if they, well, and it comes down to trust, right? If they trust you and they feel like what you're talking about does give them that solution, they're going to move forward. So that's where the arrogance and the ego have to go away, and you have to say, hey, if they're saying no and I've done those steps, what step did I miss or how can I get better? Now, will you miss some people every once in a while? Of course, okay? But think about what steps you've missed, go back to them, and then repetition is the key to all learning. You've got to practice your calls. You got to practice your presentation. You got to think about what concerns do your typical client have? What bad experiences have they had in the past? What good experiences may they have, right? And then think about your testimonials. How have you helped similar people move forward, okay? Now, Billie Jean offers this for handling objections. Step 1, acknowledge the objection. Step 2, dig deeper, okay? Step 3, isolate. Step 4, overcome. Step 5, help them picture what the life will be like with the new info or the stuff that you got, kind of dream selling or getting them in the future, and then ask for the sale. So in your industry, what might be an example of that? If someone says, let's say for me, hey, Jason, I know we need the life insurance, but really can't afford it right now. Okay? Or, maybe they don't say that. Maybe they say, yeah, I don't know about life insurance. Let me think about it. Okay? I'm going to dig further and ask, hey guys, yeah, that's fine, acknowledge, fine. I want you guys to make a good decision, think about it, right? Now, we've met 1 or 2 times and you said protecting your family is important. So what aspects of considering life insurance do you really want to think about? And they say, well, we just need some time. Well, you probably want more time to make a good decision. Is that, maybe do a little research or think about some things. Yeah, what type of things do you need help with or do you want to research? And maybe they say, I just want to make sure this is the right price for what you're offering us. Or whatever they say, but let's say that's it. Okay, besides knowing that the price is the right one for you, is there anything else that would keep you from getting your family properly protected with the right life insurance? No, there's nothing else. So I've isolated it, right? Then I'm going to overcome that objection. Okay, now how can you overcome it? Well, you can say, well, look, if I can prove to you, okay, tonight that for the price, this is the most value you can get anywhere, and you see that and you believe that, you feel that, Would you have any problem moving forward to see if you can qualify for an application? Well, no, maybe, probably not. Great, then I'm going to give them some new information. Maybe I'm gonna pull up some competitor websites, bring some examples, whatever it is, and I'm gonna show them that. And if they're comfortable, after I show them, I say, so look, now that you see that our price is the best for all the value that you get, okay? And that when you have this coverage in place, you, your kids, your wife, your husband, whoever, they have total peace of mind that if you get terminally ill or you pass away early, that your family is properly protected financially during the most emotional and struggling, tough times. So with all this information, any reason why you guys wouldn't get this application started tonight? Now look, if from my opinion, if they're not moving forward after something like that, it's just not, there's something else going on, or maybe I'll ask some other questions, is there anything else, but we've already isolated it. I'm just gonna let that sit because no matter what your product or service is, you don't want to pressure people into it, and you don't want them, buying something, feeling bad about you, or canceling it or stuff like that. So anyways, that's the circle there of objection handling by Billie Jean. Again, practice makes perfect. Do good up front. Know their wants, wishes, needs, desires. Honestly, clearly, in simple terms, show them how to get it, and then ask for the sale. And you're not really selling, you're helping, aren't you? Okay? You got to get to the point where they feel like, and you feel like, hey, this would be a big mistake without this. This is an easy, clear-cut decision. So anyways, guys, kind of going back and forth threw me off a bit, but I hope there's something that stood out to you in this video, or maybe there's something that you want to argue against. Whatever that is, I'd love to see it in the comments so that we can learn together. Iron sharpens iron. And I think if you like marketing, sales, especially like social media marketing, you should look up Billie Jean. He's got some great stuff on there, and I think it'd help you, especially if you're like a social media marketer, etc. Until the next one, join me in the pursuit of greatness.